Hey everybody, guess what? We are live. We have City of Franklin Mayor Dr. Kim Moore with us this afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What a beautiful day we have, right?
I know. It started off a little cool this morning, but the sun is out and that makes everything better.
Well, it's very encouraging in a very difficult time. Sunshine always brings out the best in us and gives us new life and new vigor.
Yes, I agree. So let's talk about, you and I were just talking before we went live here. Let's talk about the City of Franklin and how you guys have handled this pandemic, unlike anything else we've seen or I've seen ever. Uh, how has that been going?
Well, I appreciate your asking about how we've handled it. And certainly this is unprecedented times with this pandemic. We've never seen anything like it in our lifetimes. And I'm not sure anybody in maybe several generations back have ever experienced this. But we were, I think we looked very early at what was happening around the world and decided that we wanted to be pretty aggressive as far as our policies. So early on, we issued the order to close bars and restaurants and gyms. And even prior to that, we were thinking we needed a stay-at-home order. The best information we were able to glean that the best tool we had to fight this virus was getting distance between people and getting people out of circulation. And so that stay-at-home order, which I guess maybe it's been over 3 weeks now, and I just reissued it yesterday. It initially brought a lot of questions from our community. But Franklin, congratulations, Franklin. You've been very compliant, and the work that you've done, staying at home and avoiding that physical distance or social distancing, as they say, has resulted in the flattening of the curve in our area. And so I anticipate we need a little longer under this order, and probably will coincide with what the governor has done to let it run to the end of the month. But we're starting to think that there may be some light at the end of the tunnel. And
Yeah,
that
you mentioned to me that the numbers have gone down. Like at first we were in double digits, and now just recently they're down to single digits of the number of cases per day. Can you talk to that?
Oh, absolutely. And we looked at 5-day increments of since the pandemic, since we started recording cases, since we had the first case in Tennessee. And initially, we were having double-digit increases every day, and we've gradually seen those come down to low double digits, and now we're down in single digits. Like there were 4 new cases yesterday. There were no new cases the day before. And so we always wait and see at 2 o'clock what the state health department releases and what those numbers are. But we're encouraged that if people will stay the course, that we're going to continue to beat this virus and get rid of the infection in our community and get back to work.
Tell me about, you issued extended the 1 week stay at home. Now, I don't think some people understand it's different for the cities than it is for the governor, how that works. Can you explain that?
Well, we only have the ability to do it for 1 week at a time based on state law. The governor has a lot more flexibility since he's the governor, just as the president does. So we follow the guideline that we can issue it for a week, and that's what we've done. And I anticipate we'll continue to issue it through the end of the month in 1 week increments.
So when we get to that point where we want to reopen, what do you know what that might look like, or do you anticipate what that might look like at this point?
Well, we're studying that right now. A small group of us are looking at what the governor's going to offer as a template. We've seen what the mayor of Knoxville has offered, and some of the things that he's put out are similar to some of the things that we're thinking. It is going to be a gradual lifting, but I think things are going to be different. there's going to be limited numbers of people in shops, just as you maybe have seen with some of the big box stores that are open now. They're restricting the number of folks that enter. They're creating social distancing or physical distancing by markers on the floor. They're encouraging, some stores have one-way aisles, and you notice plexiglass going up so that there is no, there's a barrier between the cashier and the customer. And that's one of the things we had done early on, is that we contacted the big boxes and the grocery stores and said, hey, what are you doing to protect our citizens? But also, what are you doing to protect your workers? And so we were very pleased with their response. Many of them learned from each other, and some were having corporate direction on what to do. And so we appreciate their leadership on that. And I think some of the things they're doing are things that will translate over to businesses that have been non-essential businesses that have been closed.
Right. Tell us about the Department of Health is offering free testing. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, and it's free testing for anyone now. There was a shortage of testing kits early on, and so they were restricting testing to people that had symptoms such as cough, fever, shortness of breath, the things that we associate with COVID-19. But now I think the supplies of the test kits are starting to become more prominent. So starting, you can go by the public health department here in Franklin or Fairview and get a test. It's free. If you're from another county and you just happen to be here in Williamson County, you can get the test there also. It's okay. And then they're going to have a free testing on Saturday, and I think it's from 10 to 3, where anybody can go and just get the test done. So I would encourage people, if you feel like you've been in contact with someone, or if you have symptoms, or if you just like to know, go by and get your test done. And there'll be several other testing sites coming up over the coming weekends that the health department will be announcing.
What is your best recommendation for the citizens of Franklin, and if they have to go out just for like going to the grocery store or those essential things that they need?
Well, physical distancing is definitely the most important, I think, and we're now seeing some recommendations to wear masks. We recommend that you don't take the family to go grocery shopping or to go pick something up at a store. This is a go as you need to situation. So it's not an opportunity to socialize. And as much as we miss socializing with each other, and we just need to hold on for a little bit longer.
Yeah. It seems like, I know it's only been a few weeks, but it seems like I talked to someone earlier today. It feels like it's been 3 years, they said.
Well, it feels like I've been on interviews for 3 years, interviews and conference calls and Zooms and WebExes. I've never done so many. And, like today, I started at 7 o'clock with my Rotary Club, and 8 o'clock we have a standing meeting at the city where we call in and talk about things. And so that's pretty much all day, every day. I'm with a group of folks on the phone or Zoom or whatever it may be, and talking about ways that we're solving the issues. And we're doing this collaboratively. It's not just us in the city of Franklin. We're working with the county. Today I was on a conference call with all the mayors in Tennessee with Governor Lee. So there's a lot of collaboration that are going on to solve this.
Well, that's good to hear. And I'm sure we're all ready to get back to somewhat normal, or the new normal, soon. If for more information for people to keep up, where would you direct them?
I would tell them to go to our website. It's a great website, and there is a link there that you can click and get all the COVID-19 information you have. There's another one, WilliamsonReady.org, which is coming from the emergency management complex that's kind of been leading the collection of information. That's another opportunity also. Sorry about that. Does that ever happen on an interview? That's another conference call coming up.
Oh, there we go. You're a busy guy. Well, we will send them to. We'll put that website up for everybody to go check out. And thank you for all your hard work for our community.
If I have one more opportunity, I'd like to say maybe one more thing. And
yes,
so,
yes.
This is a stressful time to folks. Many people have lost their jobs or been furloughed. They're under financial stress, and we know that a lot of people are having anxiety and some depression. And so it's an important time to look at those resources in our community where people can seek some counseling. And a good one that I've found is text 741-741, and that's a confidential text line where you can relay what your concerns are, and then you'll get directed to an appropriate provider. I know Mercy Healthcare rather now offers a free, not free, they offer telemedicine counseling, and it's on a graduated pay scale. And also the Refuge Center does that also. So both those are good sources to seek some counseling if you need it at this time.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm glad you mentioned that because it is a very stressful time. I know I've had some friends who recently been furloughed as well. So thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, we will get in touch with you soon. And when we start rolling out and see how things are going, and hopefully I'll get to see you again in person soon.
Well, we hope so. So stay well, Franklin. And Donna, thank you for letting me be part of the interview.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.